Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm back with another pantry challenge video. I've been doing the 3 Rivers challenge, trying to work through some of my freezer stuff and pantry stuff, especially sweet potatoes, as we prepare for this coming year's harvest. We still have gone to the store a little bit, but just trying to get like dairy and things like that, not go super crazy spending money. We do have a lot of beef also to use because we have part of a cow in our freezer. So I did film a bunch more this week as I actually made the meals, but the first part of the week I did not get to that. So a quick go over those things and then we'll get into the rest of the video where I actually show you some of the things I'm making. So Friday night we had a pepper and steak crock-pot dish. I don't know if I'd make this again. The steak was really good in it. So you slice up sirloin steak and you mixed in some peppers and onions and kind of this garlicky ginger sauce. So I used some of my freeze-dried ginger and I kind of crumbled it up. And my husband took one bite of the meal and he's like, whoa, that's intense. Apparently he'd gotten a bite of freeze-dried ginger and it was very strong and very intense. And so like the steak was really good, but the sauce and the peppers part was not so great. I served it with some loaded mashed potatoes. I used some of my freeze-dried mashed potatoes that I made over the summer. And rehydrated them and mixed in sour cream and cream cheese and cheddar cheese and bacon bits and salt and garlic powder, and they're super delicious. You bake them for a little bit till they get all melty and gooey, and they're so delicious. Actually, they're probably more like a twice baked potato recipe. I think that's where the original recipe came from. Anyway, they're super delicious and pretty much get devoured every time I make them. And Ina says, please only make these from now on. So that's a hit. So then moving on to Saturday. Saturday typically is a bread baking day. Either Friday or Saturday I make bread. And I do this basically to save, well, I don't know if it saves money, but my family likes the homemade bread and I'd rather make the bread than be buying bread. So anyway, I make this recipe from venisonfordinner.com and it's pretty easy. I do sub half whole wheat, like fresh ground whole wheat in it, and use the other part white flour. I also add in some of my sourdough discard, maybe like half a cup, and it just kind of makes the loaves a little bit more poofy, I feel like. It's so satisfying punching on that bread, and yeah, it's just a fun feeling. Usually my bread does not turn out the same size because I can't divide properly apparently. Some of the meals we were eating were left over, so I didn't share them or show them. Sunday afternoon, we had some apples that were starting to go bad, and so everybody wanted me to make apple crisp. So I quick threw that together, and that was our dessert for a few nights. We all enjoyed it a lot. Monday night, I made calzones. I'd been hankering pizza, and I didn't make it Sunday night because we had hamburgers, I think, to eat up. Anyway, so I made calzones, and I put in some of them. I put in pepperoni, cheese, and sauce. Those are delicious. And then a couple of them, I made pulled pork with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese, and I was gonna make more of them, but I actually only had enough pork for 2 of them, so it worked out fine. I enjoy the pepperoni ones a lot, so it hit the spot. Tuesday night I made something new. I made a kielbasa and sweet potato sheet pan. So for this, all I did was chopped up some sweet potatoes after I peeled them, tossed them in some olive oil and salt and pepper. Actually probably just salt, maybe a little garlic powder. No, I don't think I added garlic powder. Anyway, tossed them up, put them on a baking sheet, and roasted them for, 20-30 minutes. I think 20 minutes. And then I put some chopped up kielbasa on it and cooked it a little bit more until the kielbasa was warm. And that was our dinner. Oh, I also had some leftover veggies. So I threw on some broccoli onto the sheet pan when I threw the kielbasa on, and some green beans. And yeah, it was a kind of funky dinner, but it tasted really good. I also had some leftover salad that we had with it. It was delicious, and the leftovers of that tasted really good in scrambled eggs. And now we'll go on to the rest of the video where I'm actually showing you the stuff and talking through it as I'm making it. Are you so hungry? Can you sign hungry? Can you sign it? Let me see how you sign hungry. Mama. Can you go like this? Hungry? You sign hungry? Hungry. Hungry? You guys so hungry? So we're making some apple walnut chicken salad. Bethany's munching apples because she's so hungry. Anna's cracking me some nuts.
No, they're getting eaten.
I'm starting the salad, so I have 2 apples chopped up in here, and I'll add some other things. Next, I added in 1 chicken breast that was cooked in the freezer and shredded it up, and some raisins and some Miracle Whip. Anna wants pecans in hers, and I have some walnuts I'm going to use up, so we'll add those after we dish it up on our plates. And there it is all put together. I put the walnuts on top of mine. I'll mix them in a little bit. I probably could put a little more Miracle Whip in it, but it's fine. It'll taste yummy. And, you know, I forgot to cut up a wedge of apple. Do you love that chicken? It's good stuff, huh? I didn't really expect Bethany to eat very much of that, but she ate quite a bit of that chicken, which was definitely surprising. She must have been really hungry. Were you so hungry? Were you so hungry? And yes. I had like thirds or fourths. We finished it all gone. Those apples, though, they needed to get used up, so it was a great meal to make them with. We also have a few more projects going that I started a little bit ago, and I'll show you them to you. I have some blackberry jam started. I need to finish it. Basically just got the blackberries and sugar in there. But I took some freeze-dried blackberries that nobody liked eating, rehydrated them, and mixed in some frozen blackberries. I'm making some jam out of them. We ran out of jam this morning, and yes, I have 1 jar that is canned in the cupboard, but figured this would be a good way to use up some of these things and save the canned jar for when I don't have time to make jam. I have time today, so I'm going to make jam. And then in my crock pot, you can't see it, but I have some black beans cooking. Again, I thought I was out of black beans, but I found a bag in the freezer earlier. But anyway, I'm going to cook these up. I did about 2 pounds, and instead of all the water, I used 12 cups of liquid. So I used 5 cups of ham broth. So that'll give them a little bit extra flavor and use up some of the ham broth that we aren't going through very fast. So yeah, that'll make some nice black beans. I'll stick them in the freezer when they're done, and they'll be super easy to grab and go. So one of these jars of jam I will be selling, and the other we will keep for ourselves. We eat blackberry jam almost daily here. We use it on our toast and in our yogurt, a lot of different things. So it goes pretty fast. Thankfully, we have lots of blackberry bushes to pick lots of blackberries in the summer and make lots of jam. I almost thought I was going to run out of berries this year, so I think I'll have enough till next year's harvest. Well, this year's harvest.
This is the hot sauce dip.
Yep, so what are you putting in there?
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese dressing. Ken's blue cheese dressing. Leftover from wings that we bought one day.
Like, this size container.
Right.
The kind you get at a restaurant.
Right. And then hot sauce, huh?
And then
Frank's Red Hot. That's what we like to use.
Mom will show you how much to put in.
Yep.
Like that much.
Maybe like that much. Depending on how spicy your family likes it. Tonight, we are having some buffalo chicken sandwiches. These are a recipe kind of from Panera. We tweaked and adapted the recipe. So I'm going to be basically cooking up some chicken thighs in some butter and oil, kind of like the spatchcock chicken that I did a couple weeks ago. Salt and pepper on them. Cooking them up till they're done. We're going to be putting them on buns with a garlic and mayonnaise spread, and then a buffalo sauce made out of Red Hot and blue cheese dressing. We're going to have with it some homemade mac and cheese. The beans are done. The chicken's frying. The pasta's cooking. I do have a recipe for my mac and cheese on a video, so I'll link that down below. Bethany is making pretend soup. She thinks she needs the vinegar bottle to make soup. Can you use your vinegar to make the soup? What else do you need? She's got all her plate food. You looking for more food? What do you need? Do you need this? Now what are you making? You making some smoothie? Yeah. Yep, Mama's making chicken. Mama probably needs a flipper chicken. Looks like I got a bowl of soup. Thanks, Bethany, for my soup. Do you got a bowl of soup? Do you have more soup?
Can I have some soup?
You need some vinegar in your soup? The other day she kept going into the bathroom and pointing at the top of the dryer. There's a bottle of bleach. And I was like, why do you want bleach? Nope, she wanted the vinegar bottle, but she thought that was the vinegar bottle. Apparently vinegar goes in soup very well. I added in some butter, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, cream cheese, and sour cream, and I need to add a little bit of milk. Stir this all up, it'll be ready to go. Today, Thursday afternoon, for snack, we are having now peach ice cream. This is just peaches, frozen peaches, maple syrup, salt, and a little bit of milk, or you could use cream. This recipe is from venisonfordinner.com, and it is the 7-minute strawberry ice cream recipe, only with peaches instead of strawberries. It's delicious. Do you love the ice cream? Yeah.
Show me.
Do you love the ice cream? She didn't think she was going to like it, and she ended up really liking it.
I didn't like it the first time.
It's Thursday night, and tonight we are having a Mexican skillet thingy. Basically, just a lot of veggies and ground beef and salsa mixed together in a pan, and then we'll serve it with some taco chips, tortilla chips, and sour cream and cilantro. So let me show you what we got cooking. So far we just have some onions and peppers, frozen peppers and freeze-dried onions. I'm gonna throw in that bag of corn and throw in some freeze-dried zucchini shreds, throw in this garlic. Bethany is very hungry for dinner. Are you hungry? Very hungry? So once my hamburger cooks, I'll throw in the zucchini powder or zucchini shreds and the corn, and then I'll probably also throw in some taco seasoning and salsa, and then I'll probably be it. I feel like that's it. I forgot, I'm also going to add some of those black beans that I cooked up yesterday in this. I almost forgot them. I would have been bummed because I usually add black beans to this. Anyway, the fun part about this is, like, all the vegetables are from our garden this year. So that's just pretty fun, getting to use all of our vegetables. The garlic, onions, peppers, zucchini, corn, all that. So, super fun. So, getting almost ready. It's getting cooked. Bethany's helping set the table with the forks. She loves doing that and helping, and it distracts her when she's really hungry. And Anna's working on picking up the house. It's all assembled, and now it's just heating up a little bit before we serve it. So it probably doesn't look the most appetizing, but it really is good. This is one of those recipes that I can just throw together pretty quick. It's ready in like half an hour, basically, and I can adapt it to whatever we have in the fridge or freezer. Shh, for just a second, okay? Do you want to be on the video too? So I don't have an exact recipe for this. It's kind of just made from the heart, and I chuck in things as I feel like making them. And if I have something, I throw it in. If I don't, I don't. And yeah, just keep adding until it looks good. Our last meal of the week was this morning's breakfast, and it was a chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie. This is a staple we have almost every week, and we all love it. And my blender is not big enough to make enough these days, so I actually had to make 2 batches of it. So it has milk, frozen bananas, peanut butter, so like maybe half a cup of milk, 2 bananas, a goodly scoop of peanut butter, so maybe like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and like a tablespoon of cocoa. I don't really measure. A lot of times I put in maybe half a cup of cottage cheese for extra protein in it, and you can't even taste it in there. When you blend it all up, it's really good. But I'm out of cottage cheese, so I cannot put it in there. And yeah, I think the girls were hungry quicker because it didn't have any protein in it, so I know I was hungry pretty quick. So we would like the cottage cheese in there. You can also sneak in a few other vegetables like dried zucchini or things like that, as long as you don't go overboard in it. You can sneak them in there and nobody even notices. I've put spinach in there too. Yep, definitely can hide some spinach in there. And I also have some elderberry gummies that are kind of weird textured and nobody really likes eating them, that I've snuck a few of them in there too, and you blend it up and nobody can tell. So I did not put those in there this morning though. I just made it plain and simple and boring. It was delicious. Anyway, that is all of our meals for this week. We hope you enjoyed this video and maybe got some new inspiration for new meals you can make. Let me know what you made down in the comments. Love to know. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time.